The orbital bombardment had ceased 3 cycles ago, but Queen Zyra's screaming hadn't stopped, silent screams that lived only in her chest. She stood on the observation deck of her warcruiser, silver fur dulled by grief, amber eyes fixed on the debris field that had once been Kethrin Border Station. Somewhere in that cosmic graveyard floated her daughter. Commander Lyssa had been 23 rotations old, barely past her ascension ceremony. She'd insisted on leading the defense, her tail held high with youth's arrogance and royal courage. Zyra had allowed it. The Feliner didn't coddle their young. Strength through trial, honor through battle. Now her daughter was dust, scattered among shattered metal and frozen atmosphere. Your Majesty, General Vedes approached carefully. Salvage teams report nothing recoverable. The core detonation left no intact. Leave me, Zyra whispered, sharp as a blade. Vedes retreated, ears flat. Zyra remained, a statue of sorrow, existing in the hollow where her daughter's laughter used to live. Eldon guided his salvage vessel through the debris field with practiced ease. The human's neural interface fed him trajectories faster than conscious thought, the persistence hunter's gift that other species found disturbing. Arya, he muttered to his ship's AI, anything valuable in this mess? Multiple military-grade signatures, and Eldon, I'm detecting a functioning emergency pod. His hands froze. Functioning? After 3 days, and that radiation? Feliner pods sustain life for 2 weeks. This shows faint life signs. Eldon had a saying, karma has compound interest. Lock it in. The pod was scorched black, wedged in a destroyer's hollow engine housing. No wonder the search parties missed it. When he cracked it open, a young Feliner spilled onto his deck, unconscious, breathing shallow. Her uniform showed high rank. Arya, full medical scan. Multiple fractures, severe dehydration, critical radiation exposure. Immediate treatment required. Eldon had served in the Terran Expeditionary Forces. He'd seen friends die 30 seconds before help arrived. He didn't hesitate. For 18 hours, he worked. Humans possessed an odd advantage: evolutionary resistance to pathogens and an ability to synthesize cross-species treatments. He set bones gently, applied regenerators, flushed toxins, monitored brain activity with obsessive attention. When Amber Eyes finally opened, Eldon sat exhausted beside the pod, his readouts showing dangerous stimulant levels. You're safe, he said in passable Feliner. On my ship. The battle, my squadron gone. I'm sorry. She tried sitting up. He gently pushed her down. Easy. 3 healing fractures and radiation poisoning. He checked her uniform, eyes widening. Your Princess Lyssa. Her ears flattened. My mother. The sector knows the sovereignty lost a royal. They've declared mourning. He stood, realizing the implications. I need to contact your fleet. Queen Zyra received the transmission during War Council. A human salvager claimed to have her daughter alive. A trick, Vedes growled. Crothian psychological warfare, silence. Transmit verification codes. The human complied. Video activated. There was Lyssa, weak but alive, fur matted but eyes bright with that stubborn fire Zyra knew intimately. Mother, Lyssa said as Zyra's composure shattered. The warcruiser Sovereign's fury approached Eldon's vessel with impossible gentleness, extending a docking umbilical like a mother reaching for her child. Eldon expected suspicion, interrogation, perhaps cursory reward. He didn't expect Queen Zyra waiting in the docking bay. The Feliner Queen stood 7 feet tall, silver-black fur immaculate, bearing radiating royal authority. When Lyssa emerged on Eldon's arm, still weak, something broke in that regal composure. Zyra crossed the deck in 3 bounds, wrapping her daughter in her arms, a low keening emerging, the Feliner expression of overwhelming emotion. After a long moment, Zyra turned to Eldon. The human felt suddenly small, surrounded by armed soldiers who could tear him apart. You returned my daughter when my forces could not, Zyra said, voice thick with emotion. When I had given her to the void. Eldon shifted uncomfortably. Just salvaging. Right place, right time. Anyone would have, no. Her amber eyes held his. Many would pass by. Some would ransom her. You spent resources, risked exposure, worked yourself to collapse for a stranger. She glanced at a datapad. Medical logs showed 20 hours without sleep. Your AI transmitted everything. Zyra explained before he could ask. The feliner don't forget such debts. You've returned what I thought lost forever. Name your price. Eldon knew refusing would insult, and military medical training had left serious debt. Standard salvage fee and a letter of marque makes feliner space easier. Zyra's whiskers twitched, a smile. You ask crumbs when I offer feasts. You'll have your marque, a salvage contract, and a title, Blade Friend of the Royal House, with stipend and protections. Your Majesty, and you'll dine with us tonight. I would know the human who succeeded where my fleet failed. Lissa smiled weakly. She's not asking. When Mother uses that voice, stars obey. Later, in royal quarters, Lissa questioned her mother. Why such generosity? He's a salvager, a mercenary. Zyra stroked her daughter's fur. When all my ships couldn't find you, when I'd resigned to grief, a lone human refused to give up. He saw a savable life and spent everything to save it. She paused. That's not mercenary behavior. That's understanding every life has value, regardless of species or profit. Humans are young, crude by our standards, but she looked at the medical logs again. Perhaps they understand perseverance and compassion we've forgotten in our pride. He called it just salvaging. Lissa murmured. Zyra's whiskers twitched. Yes, that's why humans